Well, hello, folks. News from the shack. Let's see, it has been. Oh, God, what did I just count? 19 days, I think, since I took over the shack in Asheville. 18 since I got the deed. And 15 since Hurricane Helene hit here. And today, this morning, as most days, I felt blessed or lucky or whatever you want to call it to be semi self contained in my bus as far as water and solar, and my friends are here, which is fabulous. Um, some of the riffraff, not to be judgy, I should have been videoing all the different people that came to the gate, but I didn't, because that would have been a good documentation of what this place is really like. Somebody came yesterday, maybe it was the day before, that I had to chase out, but it's slowed down a lot. Anyway, 18 days here. Well, 19. I stayed here on a Monday, even though I never got the deed till Tuesday. The sheriff was here Monday moving people out. So that's 19 days, and 15 since the hurricane hit. And oddly, the power and everything went off. Not on the day of the hurricane, but like 2 days later. Probably on the Sunday. Or Saturday late, or sometimes Sunday after. Anyway, today started out good. Helene and I went down to Lowe's, and you got to self check out. First, we were there a long time because three of us getting things, which is fine. But for no rational reason, I've been feeling sort of the stress of where's the water going to come from today, even though I'm not really short on drinking water right now. But that, and then I had to self check out. And after I self checked out at Lowe's, the woman who's sort of like guarding the checkout came over and was like scrolling my entire list of things. I spent over $200 at Lowe's, and she's going through the items and looking, and it just made me so angry because, they should just check it out if they're going to do that. And so that was fine. And then something I bought after I get back into the shack didn't fit. And all that probably sounds trivial, but it was just the last straw. It was the last straw. I have been on high alert, and I have been physically working my tail off for pretty close to 3 straight weeks. And I was tired, the stress and the dirt and the people and the patrolling at night, and there were rats in the house. I mean, we've seen a couple, and just, the vermin overall and the stress of getting anything done. And now, I mean, it would be stressful anyway, and now I'm doing it under conditions where there's, people don't have power, people don't have gas. And by people, I mean working people that I might hire to help me. It's not to discount in any way at all the struggles that people are going through that have lost so much here, but it doesn't matter. It's still been 3 weeks of straight out stress and work, and it's just hugely emotionally stressful. Even though my place isn't really damaged, it doesn't matter. The entire city is in major disaster trauma, and it just seeps. It just seeps. And today I just couldn't do it anymore. I was just so rageful, and I just started throwing tools. Not at anybody. I was pretty much on my own. I just started throwing the tools out of where I thought I was going to be able to organize them. And poor Artemis went under the bus, and she went out the other side and over into the grass, and I saw her sitting over there looking a little like, what is going on? So I went over, I sat in the grass and petted the cat. I sat there for quite a long time. Felt like really crying. Didn't. One little tear. Just the stress so much. And I sat for a while with the cat, and then then I just started picking up the stuff I had thrown and cleaning up my things and organized. And then my boy called, and that was nice. It's just I chatted with him. He calls often, and my oldest, he and I we're very much alike mentally, so that's kind of comforting in its own way to just to shoot the shit with him and talk about what's going on. And some of the the disaster is bad, but some of the bullshit that lays over it, that's what's angering. People lying about stuff online and just starting to throw the conspiracy, like people don't have enough trauma without other people who have no idea what they're talking about trying to sell some bullshit about the government. It's just unnecessary. Just unnecessary and not helpful in any way at all to the people of Asheville. Just all a combination of all that. So today I had a very, very minor meltdown. And I just let myself do that. And I just sat in the grass and it was fine. And then I went back to doing what I gotta do. I cleaned up things, and I said, sorry about my rage spilling over, and Shell was the only one who was even really close enough to hear me flip, and she just left me alone with it. It's fine. And anyway, she was like, oh, we're all there, and so that was that. And then I made supper for myself and my friends. We sat around. We all ate our dinner, we were sitting around talking, and a rat came by from I don't know where, and, behind me, and Nat saw it, and I was like, it's just adding to my stress level. So I put the rat baits out. Where there are humans, there are rats, but I don't have to let them live here, and I'm working on eradicating that. So that's Life at the Shack, October 6th. That's my little update. What's the good news? We got water from the creek down the way. Just for washing things and flushing the toilet, not for drinking, obviously. So that was good, and I did get all the things I needed at Lowe's. And supposedly cat food is being delivered. I thought it said it was coming tonight, which it didn't. I have to check that again. Artemis is good. I think I finally got our ear mites under control. That's another thing I've been dealing with. She caught ear mites somehow, and she puts up such a fuss. I put the drops in, and she just, you're supposed to hold it in their ear a little while, man. She just puts up such a fight and shakes it all out of her head and kicks it all over. So, of course, I've had to do it more than once because she's so resistant. But I think I got it worked this time, and she's no longer walking around shaking her head like she's rabid or something. So that was good. Food was good. I cooked potatoes, comfort food. And I wish I had a big fat ice cream sundae. But I don't. Oh, it's like 9:30. I am beat, tired. I woke up at like 4 this morning. Had a dream about somebody getting into the house, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. And I am just tired. Anyway, that's my personal update. Thanks for tuning in to Life at the Shack. More to come.